Hi all, welcome back to another episode of Campton Racing TV. We had another good week in the week just gone with 3 winners to write home about. Obviously on Saturday on the Gold Coast Poly we had 2 winners, Get What You Give and Hit 'Em Up. They're both good.
Good, could have been 3 or 4, which could always be better. But
yeah, there was 2 seconds and a third as well on the day.
They were all going good, which is the main thing. Hit 'Em Up's a little beauty. He goes for a break now, has come to us, growing a leg. He's just a tough little bugger. I love that little horse. He's just perfect to do anything with. Eats, tries hard. And the good thing is we haven't even put him out in trip yet. He'll definitely run a trip. Just wanted to keep him back to the 15. He's a nice horse. They've done a great job with him purchasing him. It was a great purchase.
Yeah, the owners were saying they paid $17,000 for him online and he's won $35,000 in 5 weeks.
Yeah, so he's paid himself back and
more.
I guess
Come from good form down south.
Yeah, he did come from good form. Probably not ready to go to those staying races just yet. He's still a bit raw and immature. He's got a bit to learn, so I think dropping him back in trip. He worked up good his few weeks he's here. He come on every week. Probably just goes to show there is plenty of value if you do your form and look around. And Jason did that and purchased a lovely little horse.
And Get What You Give one again for the girls.
Ripper, cheap horse. We purchased our first ever horse. You syndicate him with all your girls, done a great job, and he was a horse that showed a lot as a 2-year-old. We thought he was going to be maybe a 2-year-old. Then he just kept growing and probably had a few upset women at some times, worrying about the patience that I was showing with him. But he just kept growing and filling out, and every time we gave him that break, he just come back bigger and better. So patience has been his best friend. He's a ripper. He can't do much more, this horse. He's done his job and he'll continue to win more races. I actually think he'll get out to a mile this prep. I'm going to try a few things with him. Yes, he's won on the poly, but he'll be good on the grass as well. A couple options for him. Stay at 12, or go to 12 next start, and then 13, possibly 14, then up to the mile in a couple of months' time. But he's a nice horse. He's beautiful to do anything with. He's got his little issues here, there, and everywhere, and he's manageable. He can be cheeky at times, but he tries hard, and that's all you can ask from him.
And Pacific Atlantic won yesterday at Ipswich.
Yeah, Pacific Atlantic. Before that, thought Pangaea's run was awesome. I think he's a pretty serious horse, that horse. He's unlucky not to win. He's just very green and immature at the moment. He'll head around possibly next week, so wherever he goes, it's going to be very hard to beat. Pacific Atlantic, great acquisition to our team. Lovely, beautiful, big horse. Great to do anything with. He was an absolute gem at the races yesterday. His pleasure. He just does his job, eats a lot. He's a big, gross doing bugger, and I did say to Jimmy before the race, he's definitely not there yet. So I thought his win yesterday, do what he done, was really good. He'll be better when he can get on a nice soft track. He's got a lot of fitness to come out. Jimmy did say to Paddy the Strapper, geez, he's fat, this horse, but that might just be him. He might just be a good doing horse that goes to races like that. So won't be changing too much with him. Very proud of what he's done since joining our team. Another Pacific horse was great during the week. Pacific Padrino didn't have much luck. Young Dan rode him, didn't have much luck on him, so I think wherever he goes next, possibly 1200 Ipswich next week, he'd be very hard to beat. And Pacific Vampire as well tomorrow. So Mr. Poe's bought some really nice horses, and we're very grateful that we're giving them to train.
So on Saturday we go have a few runners. We go to Doomben with 2. Lighter Boom heads at 13.50.
He does.
Hopefully it pours rain all night and all tomorrow.
That's what we need. He's got the big weight, but 13.50, he looks incredibly well. He's got dapples all over him. I definitely think he'll be the best looking horse out there tomorrow. Couldn't be happy the way he's come on since his last start run. He's a tough little bugger. Just see how he goes tomorrow. He might have one more after this over 1400, or he might go to the paddock, but he's had a bit of a mixed prep, this little fella, but he's continued to try his guts out every time he steps out. I love this little horse. He's just a pleasure to do anything with, and he shows up and tries hard for her. If he's back, hopefully Jake can get him to cuddle behind the speed, get in the middle, and he'll be very strong late. And Pacific Vampire needs one more to scratch, which I think there should be one more. Put the tongue tie on him. His work on Tuesday was phenomenal. I don't think anything at the track would have worked as good as him. I had 4 people come up to me and say, what was that? He can do that, but it's his time now to go to the races and show us what he's got. He's a little fat bugger that gets the races chubby, and doesn't matter what work you give him, he just does so well. So Third up, good barrier. Hopefully he jumps with him and can just cruise him behind. He just needs to suck, and then get out late and flash. And if he does that, he'll be running a very big race at big odds.
And on Saturday, we also head to the Poly at the Gold Coast. Ronlee Girl goes around again. She did have a start for us 2 weeks ago and ran second in a small field.
Yeah, ran second, but she needs to improve off that. Elion's done a lot of work with her. He's brilliant with these horses. She's quirky, very quirky. Got a bit of work to do with this horse, but obviously trying to get another win out of her, and don't know what the future holds. She might be off to the breeding barn then, but I'd love to get another win, obviously, for our most loyal supporters, Darren and Janelle. So inside draw, hopefully can jump with them, cruise. Just got to leave her alone, get off her mouth, and Eliana knows what to do with her, and hopefully she can be strong late because she's definitely got the form to win this race.
And Hul Mania heads to the races again after his last start win.
Yeah, he looks like the best of the weekend. He's going great, this horse. Really proud of him. He's a big galoof that's just got bigger and bigger every prep. He's one of my favourite horses, and I think he's going to be very hard to beat tomorrow. He's come a long way in a short time for a horse that was very, very immature.
Starting to put it together.
Yeah, he's a pretty smart horse. He's got the ability there. It's once the penny drops, he'll start to show what he's got. So the horse that he beat last start and ran second in town on Wednesday. So it's pretty good form for this bloke to go to the Poly in a Class 1 over 1200.
And on Sunday we head to the Sunny Coast. Les Murdy's up to the 1800. He's getting to a bit more of a suitable trip for him.
Yeah, big Leslie drew shithouse, but he'll be right. He's just got to get back and hit the line. Bit of chop out of the track will help him. Big track, likes the Sunny Coast. I'd say after this he's cherry ripe to go to 2022. There's a couple of options for him. There's a win just around the corner for the big fella.
And Silver Warrior heads to 1400. He's probably been a little disappointing.
Not really disappointing, he's just fat. He's very fat. He's getting his way up to 16, 18, 2000. I don't like rushing horses to get there. He's a nice horse, he's much fitter. He'll run a much improved race on the weekend.
And on Sunday we also head to Grafton. Katoni steps up to the 1700. He was great last start.
Yep, run a much improved race, which we'll definitely thinking he could off his run at Warwick. I know it didn't look the best, but I thought he could hit the line good, and then he showed last start. He probably should have won. He just didn't know how to win, which is some young horses just obviously struggle to do that. They sort of look in front of him, don't see many other horses, look around, gawk, and once another one come to his outside, he tried again, and he was stopping late, and he tried again late. So he's a work in progress. Got to remember, he's only lightly raced still. He's a nice stayer on the rise. Back up, never backed him up, but he's very, very well. He pulled up great after the race. Grafton 1700 ticks plenty of boxes. He's going to only get better once he gets over a trip, but Leon will suit this horse.
And Superb also heads to Grafton. She obviously drew quite wide in barrier 15.
Yeah, she drew well on the Poly, but I just want to get on some grass, this horse. Couple of little feed issues that we're working with, and I think she's a lovely horse. She's got the ability, but I just want to obviously see when she gets out over further. She'll be ridden, quietly, and a nice big track. Bit of juice out of the track would be perfect for her, but she'll be very, very strong late.
We also had some triallers on Monday at the Gold Coast. It was great that some of the trials were on the new course proper. We had Marley Doom trialled well, first trial.
Yep, sensational job they've done with the course proper. Looks outstanding. They've done a really good job. Patience has been their best friend, and a bit of rain around recently. It's tremendous. So all the big name jockeys came out for the trials. Didn't see him at the Poly trials too often, but we've seen him at the recent grass trials, and they gave it a glowing report, which is good. So it looks tremendous. Truck Club's done a great job.
So we had Marley Doom trial. She was good.
Great. Still hasn't done much work this prep. Keep it fresh. I thought her trial was good. They went 100 mile an hour. She made up really good ground late with Jason on board.
And Host Win probably just needs to get to the grass now.
Yep, correct there.
Veloce Meteor was good.
Lovely big horse. Still a very big raw kid. He realises he's a big horse. He pulls his weight around. But yeah, he's a horse that'll need 2 or 3 trials, and probably kick him off over 13, 14 and go the mile. He's a nice big horse. I've got time for him.
And Smoke and Match, he's still just putting it all together also.
Yeah, he's growing. He's still very immature. He had to start as a 2-year-old, which he needs a lot of time. So we'll just see how he is over the next week. Might have to go for another breather, or I'm probably going to give him one more trial and then go for a breather after that, or get him to a race. But growing, there's ability there. Just got to get him over a bit of a trip, I think.
And Latuba was great.
Yep,
First
awesome.
trial.
Lovely horse. Jumped out really, really well the week before. Very, very smart 3-year-old.
Old circling, obviously just went around with them. He gets over ground.
It was good late. His sectionals were really nice late. He warmed up in the last 100, 200 metres. Young Jason Board, he was swinging off after the line. So, circles is ticking along well.
And Navis 2, an ex-Hong Kong horse, was really good.
Awesome, lovely horse. Got plenty of time for him. He's a horse I followed closely in Hong Kong. Was very, very lucky to get the opportunity to train this horse, and he's pretty smart.
So looking at our runners for the weekend, what would be your best bet?
Go for a Hulk, big Hulk, to land a big Hulk smash in the last. So hopefully you can do it. Kirky Wong's a great supporter of our stable, and hopefully we can get another win for him.
Thanks so much for watching, guys, and good luck over the weekend.
Thank you.